Hello everyone and welcome back to Moonmothgoddess Tarot. Thank you guys all so much for being here, your continued love and support here on the channel. For those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. I do also have channel memberships available for this channel. There are 2 tiers that are available. The second level tier, Sacred Allies, is going to give you access to exclusive members only pick a card reading. So if you're wanting to join that, please do make sure that you're joining the tier labeled Sacred Allies. If you're choosing the other one, it is not going to give you access to those members only videos. So I found the best way for you to do that is to log into YouTube using a desktop or laptop PC versus using the YouTube app, because you might not see the full functionality of the options that are available. Today's pick a card reading, we are doing what is changing in your love life in 2025. So next year, those of you that are watching this the day that I uploaded, I think today is, what is it? Today's the 26th of November. So we're looking at next year, 2025. If you do come to this reading, later, certainly take the messages as they resonate for you. But we're looking at what is changing in your love life in 2025. So let's choose one of these cards. And you guys, I'm traveling right now, so I don't have, all my crystals. I only have, the very few that I brought with me. So we'll have to make it work. Let's see. Okay, so pile 1, what is changing in your love life in 2025? I think we're going to take that one. Okay, so pile 2, what is changing in your love life in 2025? And pile 3, what is changing in your love life in 2025? I really feel like it's going to be that one. Okay. Let's take a look at what we've got, and then we'll put some crystals on here. So pile 1, we have the Wild Woman, number 62. Okay, and I think your crystal is going to be this red one here, which I think this is like a red jasper. So pile 1, that is going to be yours. Pile 2, we have number 51, the Staff. And I think for yours, we're going to do this one here, which is kind of, I don't even know what this is. It's like cream brown. I'll try to figure out the name of it, but I'm not sure what it is. So pile 2, this one is going to be yours. And pile number 3, we have number 2, the Andean cross. And what are we going to use for that one? Let's do this one over here. Just like this pink or fuchsia colored one here. So number 2, the Andean cross. And this fuchsia, again, I'm not sure what these are. I'll try to find names of them. Okay, so these are the choices for today. What is changing in your love life in 2025? So again, pile 1 with the Wild Woman and the little red Jasper. Pile 2, we've got this cream and brown one, the Staff, number 51. And then for group 3, you're going to be the Andean cross, card number 2, with this pink or fuchsia crystal here. Timestamps will be down below for you guys, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that resonate with the Wild Woman card and the little red Jasper here, this is going to be a reading today. So we're finding out what is changing in your love life in 2025. Okay, so we'll talk about the message with this card. I want to pull the tarot first and see what is coming through. So what is changing in your love life in 2025? Pile 1. What is changing in your love life in 2025? We've got the Lovers. What is changing in your love life in 2025? 2 of Swords in reverse. The Emperor. Let's fit one more up here. We have the 2 of Wands. Okay. Hierophant in reverse. King of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the King of Cups. Okay, so, excuse me, starting off with your wild woman. Of course, all of you are in very different situations in your love life. Some of you are in committed partnerships, some of you are not, and you're single. Okay, so take it how it resonates for you. The wild woman speaks about authenticity. Okay, so if you're already in a committed relationship that you're happy in, I feel that the way in which you're going to be experiencing your love life next year is in a way where false beliefs, illusions about self, about other are going to start to fall away. You're going to feel more secure within yourself, more encouraged, more brave, confident to be able to speak your truth, meaning that there's a lot of healing happening for you. I feel like you're moving into a space of more emotional maturity, learning how to keep your own emotions, feelings calm, grounded. There's a lot of mastery that's coming in with your energy. And so because of this is going to help you if you're already in a relationship to strengthen the bond and the connection that you have with your person. It's going to help you to be a more emotionally supportive partner. It's going to help you to create a new structure and a new foundation for that relationship. We have the Hierophant in reverse, which is more or less when we are breaking free from convention, which is also a message that comes in with your Wild Woman card, meaning that there is no restraint. We're not allowing ourselves to be limited by belief systems that no longer resonate for us. So it's kind of like you're building a new foundation to really create a stable, secure relationship between you and your partner. The Lovers is a card of balance and harmony and union between two souls. So this could certainly be a beautiful new beginning for an already existing relationship for those of you that are happy in it, okay? Now, for those of you that are single, we still have that same energy here with the Wild Woman about authenticity, confidence within yourself, which helps you to become a partner who is, I would say, more secure within yourself independently. And some of you might find yourself in a committed relationship, committed partnership within this next year, 2025. Feeling more secure, more calm, more grounded. And I feel like this is going to be something that really helps you to align with a soulmate. First, perhaps for some of you, even divine counterpart energy here. Now, because the Hierophant is in reverse, this can sometimes talk about connections that are non-traditional. which means that they're not the norm, okay? That is not for everyone, okay? But sometimes there are certain, how do I want to say this? It's kind of like today's day and age, especially with dating, is quite different, than it was, say, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or even further back than that. A common thing nowadays is situationships, friends with benefits, people that are not what we would say like the traditional relationship type of thing, where two people, are in a committed partnership or they're getting married, things of that nature when we think about traditional type of relationship. So some of you, this might be right up your alley, where you do have a beautiful union, okay, connection with another person. For some of you, it might be having, a serious relationship, serious long-term relationship, but then not getting married, Now that's not going to be, something that everybody wants. Some people do want like that piece of paper, that commitment, the sign on the dotted line kind of thing. So of course you have to use your own discernment with whoever it is that does come into your life. But for some of you, it could be a very unconventional type of thing that people might look at and say, oh, they're together in a long-term relationship, but they're not married, or they're, not fitting into a box, which is basically what the Hierophant in reverse is about. It's about us not doing the norm. It's about us doing things differently and having the freedom to not feel like we have to conform, okay? So some of you could find yourself in, like I said, long-term relationships and perhaps not getting married, and that might be just fine for some of you. Some of you might find yourself in relationship where both you and the other person talk about, deeper levels of commitment. Could be a certain thing that kind of comes through there. I think I want to clarify this a little bit more. We do also have Gemini energy here, Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now, the Hierophant in reverse can also talk about us releasing ourselves from belief systems that no longer serve, okay? And where this is powerful is because with the Wild Woman energy and it talking about authenticity and free from restriction and certain beliefs that we have, that relationships have to look this way or they have to be this way, there could be a lot of beliefs that both you and the other person that you connect with that are healed or that are changed, where you create a new type of tradition, of what works for you and the other person. So it may not look like, say, like relationships that are from, 30 plus years ago when it comes to that. However, I do feel like there is a beautiful energy that's here. The King of Pentacles is security, is stability. We've got the Emperor here, which is also about foundation and structure and also stability here as well. The Four of Pentacles is stable energy. So this could certainly be like a relationship or a connection that you have with a person who does not fit into a little box, is not like, not the way that connections have been in the past is basically what I want to say with that. So I do want to look at this here. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay. Now, others of you, I'm also seeing a message here about you ending up in a long-term relationship where there is talk about deeper level of commitment, such as marriage. Okay. So this makes me feel that some of you might end up in a relationship if you're single, okay? Moving into 2025, if you're single, that some of you might end up in a long-term committed relationship that has potential for marriage, okay? Being your spouse, your life partner. type of energy here. One thing I want to check here, and I don't feel like this is going to be for everyone, but I just want to look. Why is this Two of Swords here? The Queen of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Why is the Two of Wands here? Eight of Swords, Five of Wands. Okay. Again, I don't feel like this message is for everyone, but some of you, if you are in a relationship and this has been a relationship that has been on your mind, especially this year, 2024, where you're kind of feeling that you might be wanting to navigate your way out of that relationship or out of that marriage. Some of you might have a change in your love life that looks like having a realization that the person that you're with is one that you're not happy with. Okay, now I don't feel like that message is for all of you, but some of you could be making a decision here to even end a commitment, a desire to end a long-term relationship or even a marriage, because you might in fact be feeling that you and the person are no longer resonant with each other. Okay, you might be starting to notice a lot of conflict between you and that person, and it could be because you guys are growing apart. It could be that, you know, you're changing your energy, and you might start to notice that you guys are just, there's some differences there, okay? And if that is the case, you could in fact be making the decision to leave, okay? Now, like I said, I don't feel like that's everyone, but that's certainly a message that I was feeling here. That could be the case, okay? So I want to pull some oracle messages. We also have fire sign energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and there's also earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, so we have wealth and prosperity. What's changing in pile number one's love life in 2025? We have the blessed child with purity and lost innocence. And then we have the energy and cosmos with the crystal grotto. Number 33, 9, and 11 could be significant for some of you. Number 25, the bayou with emotions and manifestation. And then I'm seeing the horseshoe at the bottom here with luck and chance. Okay, so like I said, some of you, there is a beautiful new connection that's coming in here for you that could have the potential of something more, something deeper. Okay. I know some of you too, you know, some people, and I know it's not everyone, but sometimes there are certain people, you know, within our collective that have gone through getting married, divorced, and, you know, kind of feeling like, I don't want to get married again. And that's, like I said, some of you might be in that situation where you find yourself in a happy, long-term, beautiful relationship, but then two people are deciding, well, we don't want to get married. It doesn't work for everyone, but it's definitely an energy that's coming through here. Okay? There just might be the desire to, okay, we're life partners, we're, you know, building a life with each other, but we don't want, or we're not worried about that, you know? So again, whoever it is, because this is a general reading that comes towards you, make sure, you know, whatever that situation is resonates for you. If you're someone who is wanting marriage, you know, then you're holding out for the person that does want that. But some of you could, okay, I'm not going to say all of you, but some of you could be in that situation where you've been there, done that, and don't want to do it again. And that works for you, and it might work for the other person too, you know? Okay. So one thing I want to clarify here, I want to look at this blessed child here. We got the Six of Swords. Okay, so yeah, some of you could certainly be going through a transition, a change, okay? Just even deciding to move on from certain situations. Six of Pentacles. Some of you could be feeling that I want to move on to something that's going to bring about more reciprocal energy for me. Okay. Some of you are, another message is coming through here. Some of you could also be doing a lot of inner work and healing. And to me, this is kind of also like this reclamation of your power here. Some of you could be doing a lot of inner child healing. And because of that healing, this is helping you, like I said, to kind of put yourself in a state, whether single or in a committed relationship, in a state of being able to not only give, but also receive. Okay. You know how sometimes we bring in baggage from our past and, you know, past relationships into new connections. And sometimes that creates trust issues within us or insecurities. And we're not fully able to really give ourselves, right? Emotionally, mentally into a connection. I feel that many of you are going to be going through very powerful change within yourself. Like I said, for those of you that are already in a relationship, it's going to help to strengthen that relationship. It's going to help to really stabilize, balance, and harmonize the energy between you and your partner, because it's kind of like you're leveling up and you're creating that energy within your partnership. And it's going to help your partner or be supportive of them in their growth with that as well, to help to bring alignment and balance. And for those of you where you're single, it's by you with that very act of healing yourself and balancing of your own energies, you then attract a partner who has that same energy, right? You're opening yourself up to receive, which is a beautiful energy. Some of you could be attracting, we've got a King of Pentacles here. So this is life partner energy. Okay. It's also could be a person, quite literally, because we do have wealth and prosperity here, a person who is well-to-do. Okay. Well-to-do, meaning that they've got their ducks in a row. They've got, you know, they could be a person who has very good with business, money, finances. They could be very well educated. They could come in. We also have the King of Wands here too. King energy is really about leadership, strong, influential energy here. So the person or the partner that you could have coming in could be someone who really kind of is very supportive. You've also got three kings here, right? King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. So this could certainly be someone who is very emotionally supportive, someone who really inspires you. That kind of makes me think of like soulmate energy. So some of you could certainly have that coming in. Some of you could have a person who has a very powerful presence about them, someone very attractive, something where there's intense passion, attraction between the two of you, but also you feeling that sense of security and stability and emotional support from that partner. You know, straight out, some of you might have a partner who's wealthy. Okay. Very financially secure, has worked very hard for what they've been able to achieve within their life. And then together, the two of you can create a lot of security and stability within that as well. Okay. So let's see what else, what is changing. And those of you that could very well be deciding, you know, I'm done with a connection and I'm opening myself up to something new and making that transition, you could certainly be opening yourself up to someone who's more in alignment with you. Let's see. Some of you will be doing a lot of very powerful manifestation within 2025. Interesting. This is number 25 too. A lot of very powerful manifestation energy. You've got the horseshoe here, which brings in luck. Reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. So a lot of positive change, okay? Change for the better, most certainly. Whatever the situation is, it is going to be changed for the better for you in 2025, no matter what your situation is. Single, you know, moving into a commitment, or even leaving a relationship that you feel is no longer serving you. All of it for your highest good. to bring in a beautiful shift of energy for you in 2025, okay? Let's see. What is changing in pile 1's love life in 2025? And some of you, because there's a lot of this powerful energy here within you, your manifestation for, say, soulmate, life partner is that much more potent. Okay. Look at that. Spiritual cleansing. What is changing in your love life in 2025? That's a beautiful energy to see. The full moon. I love that. We've got cleansing here. The full moon is all about release, right? Letting go of anything that no longer serves. Whether it's things within the self, right? Things that we need to let go within the self that are not making us like our best self in a relationship. Or it might even be things that are out of alignment for us. We've also got veiled here. Veiled. We have psychic here and divine masculine. Wow. Yeah. So most certainly, some of you could certainly be coming into a union. Some of you that are very tuned into your psychic energy, you might already be feeling, especially if you're single, you might already be having this feeling of something big coming in or happening for you. Okay. Some of you could certainly, if you've been, you know, if you're on the twin flame journey, and have been, both you and your counterpart have been really working on yourself. Union could certainly be something that is possible for you, okay, within 2025. For those of you where both counterparts are actively working on self, that could be something that happens for some of you there. Some of you, I feel that you might already be feeling the presence of a soulmate kind of coming in for you. Could be something there. Those of you who might already be in union, right, with a soulmate or with a divine counterpart, like I said, I kind of feel like there's a beautiful shift of energy that's happening within you that is only strengthening that bond and that union between you and the other person. Okay. I'm also kind of getting a lot of 5D energy clearing. Okay. A lot of releasing. Like I said, for some of you, it's going to make you that much better as a partner. For some of you, it's, if you're single, it's going to be doing something to help with you energetically, where you're kind of clearing and purifying your energy to help you to raise your own vibration and to help you to align with the person that you're meant to be with. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you. Pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and then we'll see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonate with the staff, card number 51 and this little cream and brown crystal here, this is going to be a reading. So we're finding out what is changing in your love life in 2025. Like I told pile 1, please take the messages how they resonate, because of course this is a general reading. Some of you are in connections, some of you are single, you know, so just kind of take the messages how they resonate. I'm going to kind of go through once we pull the cards and kind of go over the situations that I'm seeing. So let's see, pile 2, what is changing in your love life in 2025? For pile 2, what is changing in pile 2's love life? We have the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords. Okay. What is changing in pile 2's love life? We've got Temperance, the Eight of Cups, Ace of Wands. We've got the Three of Pentacles and also the Page of Swords. Now, I am seeing straight away that some of you could very well be ending something. Whether that is a long-term relationship that you've been in, or even, those of you that are dealing with someone. Because I feel like for some of you with the Two of Pentacles here and Five of Wands at the bottom, especially for those of you where you have an ongoing situation that has, for some of you, I'm seeing perhaps been creating this back and forth energy, off and on, hot and cold, unstable. Maybe for some of you dealing with a person who's an avoidant. Something that kind of felt like this is not progressing and moving forward. Okay, some of you could in fact be making the decision to walk away from this situation. Some of you might have an awareness, realization, noticing the information, like the details about it. Some of you might be very emotionally invested into a person and really wanting long-term relationship and commitment. And you might be finding that this person that you're dealing with could be creating this illusion of that. And you kind of are met with disappointment, sadness, maybe even pain, heartbreak, because it feels like it's not working out in that way. So some of you could in fact be either choosing to leave something, okay, a relationship that you're in. It might even be a breakup that's already happened. And it could be that you're kind of working towards releasing and letting this person go energetically. Now, for those of you where, what else do I want to say here? Those of you where you're single, okay? Yeah, those of you where you're single. At first, I think I should talk about your staff here that you've chosen. This staff card is more or less about you making an important decision with choosing the right path for you. Okay? Some of you that chose this pile might find yourself in situations, especially if you're single, with people who choose to walk away, choose to avoid, having difficulty with building a solid foundation for your relationship. You do have the Page energy here. Sometimes the Page of Swords energy can talk about us being a student, meaning that we're learning something. So there could be lessons that you do go through. And I know hearing that sometimes can get super annoying, because you're like, okay, why am I going through another lesson here? But these lesson that comes in might be something that teaches you how to detach from someone who is an avoidant, a person who is choosing to walk away from you, abandoning you, person who's hurting you. And you might feel like, okay, I still want to try to pursue because I love this person or I have feelings for them. And so this could be a lesson that's trying to help you to heal something within yourself about learning how to detach and knowing when to walk away and to choose the right path for yourself. Okay, so some of you, that could be a lesson that plays out for you in 2025. Some of you may have already been dealing with that kind of situation this year where you're having difficulty. Some of you could be dealing with the whole off and on. We break up, we get back together, we're broken up. And then it's just like the whole thing that's causing a lot of pain. Okay. So some of you, I'm seeing that situation here as well. But all the while, like I said, the staff is all about you making the most empowered decision that you can make for yourself to choose your path. Some of you might find yourself connecting with people who are avoidance or who reject, abandon, walk away. And again, this is where this is coming in to help you to heal something within yourself, to make some changes, even to allowing yourself to get caught up in illusions that sometimes people create, right? Sometimes people can say all the right things to us and kind of string us along or lead us along until we feel like we don't want to lose hope. We don't want to give up because we want and we see the potential, right, that something could bring in. Those of you where you are choosing and making this choice for yourself to walk away from something that is no longer serving you, there is something far better coming in for you. Okay, but this might be one of your biggest lessons that you deal with next year, is knowing when to walk away, especially for those of you that are single, but you've got like a situation going on where you're not committed to someone. Okay, now for those of you where you are completely single and there is no one at all, okay, I feel that what's happening for you is there's a lot of healing here. Okay, there's a lot of changes that are happening within your own energy. And this healing could be from stuff that has happened years ago, where you are really healing a lot of these feelings, emotions, thoughts, beliefs, things of that nature. And I feel like as you kind of come out the other side of that it's helping you to feel more balanced within yourself, more grounded, more calm, more open and receptive to love. I see some of you will be having a new passion, new love kind of come into your life. Some of you, this could be a Sagittarius. We've also got earth sign energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and also Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, so I'm seeing that for those of you who are single, no one on deck, no one at all. That being something that's coming in for you here. And this is going to be something that helps to bring balance within your love life, leaving old cycles behind, and then helping you to connect with a person who is in perfect alignment with you. Okay. Now, for those of you, what did I miss here? For those of you that are in relationships, okay, and you might have felt called to pile number 1 as well, some of you. Okay, if you did, then you should watch that one too. There was a very similar message there. But for those of you where you are in a committed relationship and you are finding that you are already emotionally detached from your partner, and you're finding that you and this person maybe perhaps are not getting along any longer, or if there are trust issues within your connection, I'm also seeing potential cheating here, okay? Some of you that have this feeling like, I cannot trust this person, or I feel like they're being shady, or this person is withdrawn from me, they're not putting in the attention that they used to anymore, there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of arguing. You know, some of you could, in fact, be making the decision to let that relationship go, okay? And again, that goes back to your staff energy about the importance of 2025 for your love life, being where you should, okay, be making the best possible decisions that you can for yourself, whatever that means for you, okay? So no matter what your situation is, in a relationship, situationship, friends with benefits, single as a Pringle, you are doing wholeheartedly what is best for your highest good. Okay? Sometimes that might mean letting go of certain people, letting go of certain situations that don't really serve us. Sometimes that means that we are putting ourselves out there again for the first time in a long time by letting go of our own resistance, letting go of our own things that we're still holding on to from past that may have changed our belief systems over time because of past experiences that we've gone through in love. Like I said, out the other side of it, no matter what your situation is, I'm seeing a beautiful energy here. We've got the King of Cups, which is an energy of emotional support, sensitivity, compassion, empathy, love, nurturing, unconditional love. So those of you that are making the choice, right, to let go of anything or anyone that is standing in your way of being open to receive that, you're really working towards feeling more secure and more grounded within yourself and knowing what your worth is, knowing what you are deserving of. And that includes making those sometimes difficult decisions of letting go of anything, anyone, or any belief systems that are not in alignment with that vision of love that you have. Okay? So let's pull some oracle here. We've also got Gemini. So what is changing in pile 2's love life in 2025? We have card number 16. It says perceptiveness and vision. I feel another one under here. We've also got leadership and greatness, number 1. Yeah, so something's definitely changing about your vision. Okay, now that could be if you're single, it could be that you're changing your perspective about love in general, right? Putting yourself back out there again, coming in more grounded. And for those of you, your perspective could be shifting or changing about a current situation. Like I said, some of you could be choosing to walk away from something, you know? Let's see what else. Making empowered decisions, I feel like, for you. What is changing in pile 2's love life? We've got the pine cone here with a new perspective, the third eye, number 34. And then we've got the horseshoe, number 35, with luck and chance. So certainly bringing in much better energy for you in 2025. Okay. Again, we've got your empowered staff here. Perhaps this is you reclaiming your power. It's you seeing situations for what they really are. You could be having realizations about where your own limitations are and working towards healing them, clearing them, you know, your own insecurities about love, or even healing surrounding certain type of illusions, okay? Because the 7 of Swords is here, which can also be about deception, okay? 10 of Swords can also be about betrayal. You know, some of you could very well, in fact, be in third-party situations where the other person could be creating this illusion of commitment, okay? Some of you could very well be in that situation, and that is a case. Then again, we're making the most empowered decision that we can for ourselves. Is it better to hold on to this, or is it better to walk away? We've got pair of shoes here with coupling and partnerships. Like I said, some of you could even be opening yourself up to new love, new connection. That's something that's a beautiful alignment for you. Could be something there. We've got divine feminine, beautiful, number 6. What is changing in your love life in 2025? Let's see. We've got transmuting, also truth. Perhaps this is you seeing some type of truth, speaking some type of truth. Let's see here. What is changing in your love life in 2025? Pile 2. Safe travel, new moon. And then we got one more here. Where did it go? I thought I dropped another one. Oh, it's another horseshoe. Okay, so yes, another little horseshoe here. We got lucky, and your one under here says luck and chance. Now, with the new moon, you know, this could certainly bring in a new energy because you do have safe travel here. Like I said, with the power of this energy of the staff, you know, I really feel kind of coming from your pile that this is you truly making the most empowered decisions that you can for yourself in 2025 with your love life. And like I said, perhaps for some of you, this is, you know, some type of truth being revealed to you. Because really 2024 and 2025, you know, this is all I feel like where spirit, even for like the last couple of years now, has been really trying to bring us to a place of having many epiphanies and realizations. You know, we're starting to see people and situations for what they really are. Because ultimately it's the universe, with everything that's going on energetically, is trying to help us to align with our highest timeline. And that means that we're starting to recognize where we are not in alignment. And I feel like there's a lot of healing, right, surrounding the divine feminine energy within you. It's about you listening to your inner truth and releasing or letting go of anything that is not aligned with your highest good. okay? Whether they're your own insecurities, thoughts, belief systems, or even certain people and situations that are not of your highest timeline in life. And sometimes that can be a little bit of a harsh truth and a harsh reality that we need to realize, but it's the universe's way of helping us to really release and let go of things that are really not in alignment with us, to align us with our destiny. And sometimes those changes and those shifts can be really uncomfortable, painful, traumatic, but they are all for our highest good, okay? So I want to look at this truth here. And with the safe travel, it makes me feel like a lot of what's happening for you in 2025, pile 2, is that spirit is aligning you to where you're meant to be, okay? Wise truth here. Yeah, look at that. The Ace of Swords, which is truth, a revelation, clarity. The Queen of Wands, this could be about your desires. It could be about clarity about the action that you're taking. We have the Five of Pentacles energy here. So there could be some type of truth of you maybe, for those of you where you're dealing with a situation, okay, or you're in a relationship, you're finding out the truth of, with the Five of Pentacles energy, for some of you is finding out that your needs are not being met, okay? Because the Five of Pentacles is the energy of lack, scarcity, something missing. So those of you that are in relationships and you're at that place where you're just like, I'm not receiving what I need here, it's time to go. That could be the truth that is coming to light for you, okay? For those of you where you're single, okay, not dealing with anybody, that Five of Pentacles could be insecurities that you're healing within yourself, within your own feminine energy, because this is lack, okay? So some of you could really be, in 2025, really working on your self-confidence, your self-esteem, feeling beautiful, feeling attractive, feeling desirable, feeling worthy of love, which is the divine feminine. Okay, so for many of you, like I said, even if you're single, this is going to be a lot of a healing process for you, of healing that feminine energy to prepare and to transmute what is not in alignment with that feminine energy, and our ability to receive and to also give and to know that we're worthy of it, right? So a lot of powerful shifting of energy here for you that chose this pile within your own feminine energy. It could even be something where, you know, the other person has wounded feminine energy if you're dealing with someone, and there's a lot of healing within that too, okay? A lot of stuff I feel like that's kind of coming to light here. So ultimately it feels, like I said, that you're being aligned with your highest timeline. You know, if you're feeling, okay, I'm in a situation right now, it's been ongoing, I'm not receiving what I need here, this person rejected me, this person abandoned me, am I not worthy of more? Am I not deserving of more, right? So this is where you could be having, like I said, the truth about it, the realization about it, not receiving what you need, and having the courage to let go and to open yourself up to blessings, to something that's more in alignment with you. Okay? All right. So that is all that I have for you, Pile 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. So those of you that resonate with the Andean cross and this little fuchsia crystal here, this is going to be your reading today. So we're finding out what is changing in your love life in 2025. So let's pull your tarot first. What is changing in pile number 3's love life in 2025? Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to take it upright. Justice. What is changing? Eight of Wands. The Sun. Got Leo and Libra. Ten of Cups. The Tower. We've got Aries and Scorpio. What is changing? In pile 3's love life. Nine of Swords, Three of Pentacles. What is changing in pile 3's love life? The Devil. Okay. We've also got Capricorn energy here. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. I kind of feel like this energy has been coming through across all three piles. So there's certainly someone here in the collective where this energy is very present, okay? There's a very similar energy across the piles today, which doesn't always happen, but, you know, sometimes Spirit is really kind of showing this energy here for someone, whoever this is for. But as I was tiling pile 2, a lot of what we've been experiencing the last couple of years, and then we'll continue to experience, you know, of course, going into 2025, is the universe really trying to help us to shift into higher vibrational, higher alignment of energy. And that means that we as a collective are going through a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, a lot of realizations and epiphanies. And this is helping us to really shift to our highest timeline and for us to align with the people that we're meant to be with. This is having epiphanies or realizations about people and situations that we're involved with, for those of you that are involved with relationships or connections that are not going anywhere. Whether it's a stagnant commitment, an ongoing situation that you feel like is not moving into commitment. It's kind of like a huge wake-up call that the universe is trying to give us to shift away from people and situations that do not serve us, and to really help us to align with what our destiny is. And this is no difference to the other energies that I've seen in the other two piles. There is very clearly a message here for someone who is married or in a long-term relationship in which you are not happy in that relationship. Okay, this is the strongest energy that's coming through in this pile. It might even be for those of you that have a family with someone, but I'm even getting an energy here of a person, a partner who has addictions. It could be stuck with a partner who's emotionally manipulative, controlling. There might even be a not very healthy dynamic that you have in your relationship. Okay, and this could be leading you to feeling the desire to want to end or to walk away or get out of this marriage or this long-term relationship. But there's a lot of anxiety. Some of you could be staying in a situation because of finances, or because of, I have kids with this person, or I depend on this person financially, I'm codependent on them. And some of you in 2025 may be at that point where all of that feeling and emotion of I need to get out is coming to, I want to say all of that energy is coming to a head, where you may certainly be moving beyond your anxiety about doing it, and are feeling confident enough to be able to make the changes that you need to remove yourself from a situation that you're not happy in, or that you feel stuck or trapped in. Okay? Some of you might have relationships, long-term relationships, marriages, that might end. Okay? And that may be more so for those of you that are already feeling that energy coming through. Okay, that is your confirmation. We've got the Tower energy here, which can certainly be something that happens very sudden, meaning sudden endings, sudden change. The Tower is about upheaval. The Tower energy can sometimes be a little scary because it may mean that our life is changing, but we have to understand that even though that change that we go through can be abrupt or it can be unexpected, it can be chaotic, turbulent, that it is always for our highest good. Okay? So, what am I seeing here? Yeah, some of you could certainly be ending a relationship, okay, ending a marriage, a long term, especially if you've been only holding on to that relationship because of finances or because of kids. You may be, like I said, having an epiphany or realization, having the strength and courage and confidence within yourself, like, I can do this, I can get out. And I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles energy here. The Wheel of Fortune is also here, which brings in positive change into our life. So some of you could be letting go of a partner who has made you feel stuck, trapped, could have been toxic situation for you. And if the reason why you stayed was because of finances or because of, the kids, if you have family with this person, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is about security. Okay, so this could very well mean that with this powerful shift of change that you do have taking place for you, that the universe is supporting you, which is going to help you once you have the courage to leave, that the universe is going to support you in that by providing the opportunities to give to you to make this transition for yourself for your highest good. Okay, so this is you rebuilding your life, especially for those of you where that does resonate for you. Okay. Now moving on to those of you that are single, okay, nobody, nothing going on. What is happening for you is that you are moving out of that space of single. Now, some of you I see with the single energy that you do have here, it is pretty empowered single energy. Meaning that you are souls who are not necessarily desperate for love, desperate for a relationship, that you feel good and secure by yourself, which is a very empowered energy, which means that we can create a very healthy interdependence when it comes to a relationship. So I feel that your love life is taking off in a beautiful way. There may have been some past pains and discouragement and disappointment, from, or even a loss of hope that you may have experienced with your love life previously. But this is changing for you in 2025. Okay, we have the Justice card here, which means in a way that the universe is kind of changing things for you energetically, that all of the pain, all of the heartbreak, all of the unlucky love kind of feeling that you've had in the past, we're done. Okay, we're done. We're putting this chapter of life, of love life, behind you. And we're starting fresh. We're starting new. And I feel like the universe is kind of bringing you in a beautiful energy, a beautiful connection. Some of you might find yourself in long-term relationships next year, life partners. Some of you might be embarking on a journey of having family if that's what you choose to do. Okay. Some of you could be meeting this person coming into your life, especially if you're single. Some of you could be meeting this person through friends, through community, meaning the person lives in your area, kind of like where you're at. It could also be through some type of collaboration, some type of community kind of gathering or event or something of that nature. It could even be through family members, where your family member or friends kind of introduce you to someone. Could come through in that way as well. That could certainly be something that happens very unexpectedly, where, you're single and then all of a sudden here's this person that just kind of pops into your life and you're like, where did this person come from? But with the Justice card being here, I feel like this is in the way in which the universe is kind of bringing in or shifting things into your favor, meaning that all of this pain and this heartbreak that you've gone through, it's kind of like the universe is shifting that energy for you in a beautiful way. Okay. For those of you that are having, I want to say like situationship, friend benefits, ongoing type of situations where you are dealing with someone right now, I kind of feel, hold on a second, let me think about this for a moment. Yeah, those of you where you've got something ongoing with someone already, you know, whether it's your situationship that doesn't have a label yet, something feels like it's not progressing or moving forward. I want to say some of you, not all, okay, might have a shift of energy that you see within that connection for the better. Meaning that if you were dealing with a person who had fears of commitment, there could be very positive change in your connection with that person. Now, I don't believe that that is the case for all of you that have chosen that pile or this pile. Of course, you will have to see how things play out with your person and your situation. But for some of you, if you've been dealing with a person who, was kind of feeling like resistance to committing or, fear over getting hurt again and anxiety surrounding relationship, this person could have a very sudden shift of their own energy, which helps to bring your connection or your union into balance with that person. Okay. Some of you, on the other hand, and again, this is where you're going to have to see how things kind of play out for you, but some of you might not be on that same kind of, energy with your person. It could be a situation where you're finding that you are kind of going through these cycles of feeling disappointed with this person's actions, with this person's behaviors. And it's something that kind of continues to bring in a lot of anxiety for you, a lot of worrying and stressing about what's going to happen in the future. And in fact, that situation might turn out for you that you decide that you are going to let that person go. Okay. And I feel like once you do, you have something better aligned for you. Okay. Some of you could be having a realization of an unhealthy attachment, unhealthy obsession that you have to a person where that person constantly is discouraging you or disappointing you, and you feel like it's just not getting off the ground. Okay. You could have that epiphany, or it could even be the way that the universe shows to you. Okay. Like I said, sometimes when we go through this tower energy, it's not pleasant. Okay. If we're trying to be with someone that's not really in alignment for us, the universe will help us to shift. Sometimes the universe will give us message after message after message after message. Let them go. Let them go. They're not the one. They're not the one. And we resist it. We try to cling. We try to hold on. And so the tower energy might be, it could be like a big fight that you have with the person. It could be, where the person ends up hurting you again. With that 5 of Cups energy. We have the 10 of Swords here, which is also a very painful ending. You could, I feel like, because I know from my own experience too, when somebody was not in alignment with me and I allowed it to continue, that person hurt me over and over and over again, over again. And it just got worse. It wasn't any better. It just got worse and so bad that it was like, the universe was like trying to force me to be like, look, look, girl, this person is not for you. When are you going to see it? It was like I didn't want to admit it to myself. Right? I wanted to be with that person so bad, even though I knew that they were the wrong person for me deep down inside. And I feel like for those of you where you're in that situation where you're just kind of going in circles, this person has a lot of unpredictable energy and you're constantly disappointed over and over again. Unfortunately, sometimes with the tower energy, it could be very sudden for us, where there's upheaval, there's things are become more chaotic for us, right? So that's where it's going to be important for you to really kind of pay attention to what type of energies are present in your connection with your person, what's going on. This is about us really looking at things very clearly and making the best possible decisions we can for our highest good, you know, because justice has to do with karma. It has to do with cause and effect. We make the choices, right? We have to listen to our own logic, our own intuition when making the best decisions. If we try to hold on to something and we already know time and time again, this person's hurting us, you know, where we're getting hurt in the situation and we allow it to continue, right? We're making that free will decision to keep ourselves in that situation. And the universe will kind of step in and try to intervene over and over and over again, right? And try to show us, hey, you're in this cycle here, right? So some of you could be, you know, on that side of the coin where you are realizing, okay, enough's enough. You know, it's painful, but I need to cut ties with this person. Okay, so let's see. But being that we do have the Wheel of Fortune here, you know, and again, Tower energy could be a huge epiphany, huge wake-up call, realization, helping us to release illusions, to shift, to change, to let go of the old foundations, right, that are not serving us, to rebuild. We have to know that it's always for our highest good, even though we don't like it, right? Even though it's painful. Sometimes it is better for us to let people go. Okay. What is changing in your love life? Pile 3 in 2025. We've got the bottle tree, number 29, with mediation and intercession. We've got the blue moon with second chances. We've got passion and fire, wealth and security, and then we also have counting with time cycles here. Okay, so like I said, some of you might be in a situation where you are able to make it through an ongoing situation that you have where there has been resistance, and you're able to kind of pull through that, and you and the person are able to, you know, be happy together, find happiness together, more security, more stability. Okay. Some of you, I feel like you could also be just taking some time to reflect. What do I desire? Yeah. What is it that I need in my life? Some of you could be shifting away from a lot of the past energies, okay, that you've been dealing with. Even if it's something from 5 years ago, really working towards feeling a sense of wholeness. Also, going back to your Andean cross here, the Andean cross is about the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. It's also about the upper world and the lower worlds, right? So this is where we're really kind of looking into the self a lot, okay? And really kind of taking some time to deep dive and to think again about what our desires are, what it is that we feel that we want in life, in love, okay? Feeling excited about it. Some of you are coming out of that. I mean, this Nine of Pentacles, this bear here is hibernating. So it kind of makes me feel like some of you could be coming out of that hibernation, right? Out of isolation, out of hermit mode, kind of like. And I'm seeing the bat here in the Justice card with its wings wide open. Bats are also a symbol of rebirth, transformation. So there's a lot of transformation of energy that's happening here. Like I said, some of you are going to be, you know, a lot of healing that's happening here for you, a lot of rebuilding the self, connections. I'm also seeing change of perspective for many of you. Okay. Let's see what else. Pile number 3. What is changing in your love life in 2025? Boundaries. We have psychic. Okay. psychic and boundaries. Maybe for some of you, you know, if you are having, I would say more or less kind of like a difficult time with allowing someone else's energy to kind of take over your mind, some of you might be really working towards creating those energetic boundaries. You know how sometimes there's certain things from our past or certain people that kind of, something they said, something they did, it kind of just sticks in our head. Some of you might be getting better at being able to create those energetic boundaries with not letting a person just kind of infiltrate all your mind and your thoughts and your dreams and your daydreams. And it's kind of like you're learning how to maybe even pull yourself out of that energy here. Some of you might even be going back into dating with stronger boundaries, learning to look at those red flags a lot easier and to say, okay, no, we're not letting that slide. I'm not getting myself wrapped into this. That's a no. Okay? Especially for those of you where you have kind of like an ongoing situation where the person is not sure about you. This is where you have your boundaries and you stick to them. We're not letting someone come in and out when they feel like it, right? Out of our life. You know, whatever those boundaries need to be for you, but this is about you keeping things more, because justice is also about fairness, balance, honesty, you know, being treated with respect. And that being something that needs to be mutual, right? So if you have a person in your life who's toxic or who doesn't respect your boundaries, this is where you create new boundaries in 2025 and you stand your ground. Let's see. You know, you could be looking back to your past and saying, okay, yeah, I didn't have boundaries in that last relationship, but moving forward, I am going to. What is changing in your love life in 2025? The full moon. Okay. So release. We got the shadow here. Oops. We've got jealousy. Perhaps some of you are involved with somebody where there is issues with jealousy, or if you have issues with jealousy, your shadow coming out. It could be making itself known. Either you, okay, your own shadow here that you're working on healing, releasing. Maybe if you're dealing with a person who's very jealous or very controlling, okay, emotionally manipulative, that could be where you set boundaries with another person. You also have the element of air here. And maybe some of you are going to be dealing with an air sign. Air also has to do with, you know, communication, energy message here. Perhaps some of you could be releasing, like I said, these shadow aspects of self. And this could even go into thoughts, okay? Your own thoughts here, your own inner voice. So this is certainly with the full moon here, this is helping to release, okay? Changing your own inner voice. For those of you that you're actually dealing with somebody, okay? This maybe, like I said, this is you setting some boundaries here, releasing a person who maybe is kind of functioning from their shadow. Or if you do, like I said, have some jealousy issues to work on here, this is you working on that. Some of you might also be receiving maybe a message here from someone, whether wanted or unwanted, I don't know. We got boundaries here, so maybe for some of you, you know, we also have the little evil eye amulet here. So perhaps if somebody's coming in with some not such good energy, this could be you setting those boundaries with that person. Okay. Could be something significant. So we got number 26 here, number 48, 33, 29, 43, 23, and 28 could be significant for some of you. I kind of want to see how this shadow energy is going to show up for you. What is this shadow here? The Hangman. Okay, so this is the Hangman. And the Six of Cups. Okay, so this has to do, for some of you, has to do with your past, your perspective about your past, healing something within your own shadow from your past, or even something that may have been occurring since childhood. The Hangman is also about us letting go, surrender, a state of surrender. Let's pull one more. Pisces energy. And we got the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you with this healing, it's going to help you to feel more secure, more confident within yourself. Okay. Let's see. Some of you, this could be issues surrounding security, feeling more secure within yourself, okay? Especially if you are a jealous person. Or even a person that you're dealing with is jealous. You know, this could go down to you seeing this person's shadow, maybe a need for working on their sense of self, their security. This could be going back to a wounded inner child. Or if you're the person who has, you know, security issues, low self-esteem, insecurities, this could be you working on healing that aspect of self. It's going to help you to feel more secure within yourself. Okay. All right, so that is all that I have for you. Pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.